Hey, it's Tom here. Good news. We're opening up our one-to-one platinum mentoring program when we have 2 spots available right now. So if you're looking for a mentor to give you the guidance, support, accountability, and all of the systems to ensure you're going to make 6 figures in the next 12 months, even if you're a complete beginner, you have no prior experience and you don't have any good technical skills, you want to go to ltsmentor.com. That's ltsmentor.com. You're going to fill in a short application and you're going to book a call so you can speak to myself and the team. So go to ltsmentor.com to apply now.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here again with Casper. We'll go really nitty-gritty technical in this podcast. And some of you guys might be thinking, what the hell has load speed got to do with anything? But it has a big impact on things. And there's a bit of science behind why a speed of a loading page might have. So first and foremost, one, Casper, what is the technical definition of load speed in real terms, so that people aren't confused? Because I know there might be some confusion. Like, what is load speed?
So there's a few different ways of measuring load speed. So you can either measure how long it takes before the user first sees something on the page, or how long until that page is fully loaded. Those are 2 completely different measurements. But both of them are very important. You want to get those numbers down as much as possible. You want your page to load as quickly as possible. This is going to get you higher rankings in terms of SEO, but also it's going to get more people to actually stay and visit your page. Because if your page takes too long to load, a lot of people might actually lose interest and hit the back button and kind of maybe try and check another search result.
Yeah, and I mean, just to chime in, guys, from a kind of traffic thought. Now, I mean, if you think about it in 2 general forms of website, if you like, one being a landing page, so a part of a funnel, perhaps, and we've got podcasts about what a funnel is, a marketing funnel, for example, and that might be a page with one purpose, and that would be generally to collect data on an audience, so to collect a name and an email so you can have people opt in, or to take a specific one action. That's a lander. And then you've got other websites, so you might have web shops, it might be a blog, it might be something. And for the sake of argument around load speed, we've got 2 main forms of site, one being your lander and one then being your other form of website. Now, key thing with regards to marketing, if we are going down the route of a lander, it's very important because you want people to hit that lander, land, and opt in as quickly as possible. Because the longer they have, I can't remember what the stats are, Casper, but literally, and this is to the point of seconds, people's attention is lost, and therefore they may come off your lander. And obviously then the same applies for the other type of website, your web shop, your blog, your main site, whatever it is, people will stay longer if they get the content faster. Now, I suppose the question to you, Casper, now is, how can we begin to look at improving load speed?
So there's quite a few things that you can do to get your load speed down. There's various optimizations you can make. One of them is image sizes. Images are big. I mean, in terms of rich graphics and high quality images, they can have quite large file sizes. So actually downloading that image, because that's what happens when you visit a web page, the image gets downloaded and it gets displayed on your browser. It's going to take a little time to download. So you can optimize it for screen sizes. So you can only load big, high resolution images for big screens, whereas you can get away with loading a smaller, lower resolution, quicker to load one on a smaller screen, like on a mobile display or something. That's one strategy. You can use next generation image formats, things like WebP, which are a smaller file size compared to more conventional web graphics like PNG. I mean, we're getting really technical now, but that's one particular strategy. You can, if you've got control over the scripts, where in particular they load, you can defer loading of less important scripts to the end of the document. So you can prioritize the loading order, so you can make sure that the visual elements are loaded first, and then the behind the scene elements are loaded later. So when the user can't see them, because sometimes kind of websites can do this one by one sequentially, and kind of maybe not really critical or necessary features are waiting to be loaded, and this all kind of adversely affects user experience.
Absolutely.
So that's a couple. You can also cut down text, removing unnecessary code, because as a coder, I'm very guilty of this. I know a few other programmers are, but you'll kind of try a few things in the code. They maybe won't work, but you'll leave the code snippet there because you wrote it and you kind of feel almost a little bit emotionally attached to it and you don't want to delete it. And I mean, like, the code will clutter up, and the browser still has to load these bits of code that don't necessarily do anything. Certain browsers can kind of tell you if any code is redundant on the page if it's not being used. I know Google has that. Google Chrome has that feature.
And I mean, this is quite a technical area of expertise, and we're sharing this with you guys because it is an important part, especially as you're scaling up. It is something that we do for our clients at Menacing Media. If you're interested, you can email us at info@menacing.media or check out the website menacing.media. This is, let's say, something that we do for larger clients. But for some of you guys who may be getting started, load speed, it is something to look at within your builders and the different tools that you use for building stuff.
It certainly becomes more important as you scale, because every second adds up, and the more users you have connecting to your app, to your web page, the more kind of redundant time almost you're wasting, and this directly correlates to server costs, to resources. So you want to be kind of keeping that as optimized as possible. I mean, maybe it's not so important when you're starting out. When you're starting out, you just want to quickly get a web page out there, not really bother about all of the bloat that you get with a web page builder. But once you kind of really get to scale, this becomes really important.
No, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Casper. And guys, stay tuned. And the next episode, we'll share, this is a little technical snippet for you guys, we'll share a tool that you guys can use to analyze and have a look. So we're a big fan of going out modeling, checking out other people's web pages, looking at what they're doing. It's a huge thing. And we've got a tool that we'll recommend on the next podcast for you guys when it comes to looking at the performance of your web pages. So take care, guys. See you on the next one.
Stay tuned.
Hey guys, it's Tom Ash. We hope you guys have enjoyed the episode as much as we've loved putting it together for you. Please, guys, do us a huge favor. Hit that love button, hit that subscribe button, and review us on Apple iTunes. We do read the comments. We want to improve our content and give you guys the best that we've got. Equally, the best comment, guys, we will shout you guys out, and we are giving out free courses. So guys, please come hit that love button, leave us a review, and we'll catch you on the next podcast, guys. All the best. Take care.